This is a giant box of mods for my CFMOTO Ibex 450. Finally got it. I've been waiting for months. Let's slap them on so that we can build the Ibex 450 of our dreams, or at least my dreams. Welcome to my dreams. Shut up and put stuff on the bike. Okay, here we go. First mod is the easiest. We're gonna just install our quad lock setup. And I just wanna say thanks to Quad Lock for sponsoring this video. So we are going to go with the centered, super clean, super minimal setup. This is their Pro bar mount. This is the metal one. I like this a lot, super sturdy, super clean looking. With a vibration dampener on top. These are sold separately, but this will keep your phone from vibrating when you're going over those rumbly bumblies, and it won't destroy your camera. I've had no camera issues, and I've been running quad locks for 7 years. 8 years now. Definitely get that vibration dampener, and then we're gonna put the wireless weatherproof charging head on top, and that will allow me to charge my phone without having to plug it in every time. Just as soon as I put it on, it'll start induction charging, and with the connections on the back, it can be out in the rain, no worries, so I don't have to take it off the bike or cover it up or anything. All it takes is a 3mm Allen wrench. It actually comes with one. Every single thing they sell comes with one, but I just like the T-handle, it's a little faster, so just FYI, it comes with one. So there's a little spacer that goes underneath depending on your bar size. Just put it under there. There's little indentations in there that line up with the indentations on this. So you just line them up so that you get maximum grippage at all times. I like this clean, close to the bars look. Just high enough with the vibration dampener and the charging head that it's not gonna hit the tank. But nice and tight so that it doesn't bounce around on you. You don't want that. Vibration dampener should be vibration dampening. The mount should not be moving. Yeah, you can move the bike with it. It's pretty good. Wireless weatherproof charging head. It just screws in. Not going anywhere. Gotta say that or else it will. Okay, and then as simple as this. Phone's on. Now all I gotta do is plug in that charging head. The Ibex has a USB-C and a USB-A, which is great. So I'm just gonna plug this into the USB-C because that's the cord I happen to have in my hand. Plug it right into the bottom of the charging head, and just like that. Make sure you got room. I do. Watch this. We're charging. Bam! Charging. Did it. Crushed it. It's the next day. I put the quad lock on and had to go for a ride. Got it a little muddy. Oops. But was immediately proven right about how much I don't like the stock tires because I got into some slippery mud. So I want to swap the tires off like first thing, but I was looking at this, and while this aluminum skid plate is a lot better than nothing, I don't trust it to jack the bike up from there, so we're gonna put the CFMOTO skid plate, the upgraded off-road skid plate on. This is a lot sturdier, thick aluminum. So we'll start with that. Should be pretty straightforward, except the instructions are in Chinese. That's a lie, it's English on the back. That was funny. Gave me a small scare. But this is just 2 bolts here, and 2 on the skid plate on both sides. So we'll just take those off. Yeah. Oh, those are not tight at all. So this has a separate replaceable frame bar that runs down that the skid plate mounts to, which is good, because if you damage it, you can just replace this piece. But check out when I get this off of here. I'm gonna notice something interesting. Yeah, the stock one is kind of uninspired. I could definitely bend this, so slightly thicker than a beer can, but that's a rock deflector. The stock skid plates are never good, but I want you to see something interesting. Remember how we were all complaining, and I'm including myself in this, about the Transalp and how the exhaust was routed? Look, it's exactly the same. It's also the lowest point of the engine, just like on the Transalp and the Tenere when you take the skid plate off. A lot of twin adventure bikes are like this. We just never notice because the skid plate's on and the sump is right behind it. So that's interesting. Let's put the new plate on. Okay, a little wrestling with it to get it lined up. When it's on, a couple interesting things here. One, drain plug's on the other side, so the skid plate doesn't cover it, which is cool. 2, it does cover the oil filter, but we might be able to reach in there and get it, I don't know. But what I'm noticing, as I'm putting in the last bolts, is in the instructions here, it says if you're gonna put the crash bars in, don't do the last bolts, do those next. And we are putting lower crash bars on, so I guess we're doing that now? Am I just making my life harder when I do an oil change in 600 miles? Probably. I'm wondering if this means I have to take the crash bars off to change the oil. And we go right into that same frame rail, so at least if something's gonna take the brunt of an impact, it's that one removable rail. So this is a 6, the one up top is a 5. It goes into the hole here that you didn't put the bolt in because on the skid plate because you have the crash bars. That's actually real nice. I'm not Loctiting these because I don't know if they have to come off in 600 miles to do the oil change. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side, but it looks the same. I should be doing the tires right now, but I'm excited and I'm rolling. I'll do the thing I don't want to do last, I guess, but check this out. I got a high fender. This is the CFMOTO high fender, so it is the same color as the low fender. It's supposed to be a pretty straightforward install, so let's take the old one off and see. This is not like the Himalayan fender that I complained about because it's all one piece. It cannot be taken apart like this and just removed. It looks like you just take the bolts out and the fork guards stay where they are. So that's nice. Okay, that's 6 bolts, just like that. Oh, okay. I overestimated. There we go, just like that. Whoop, no lower fender. Gone. High fender goes in, but the bracket gets installed first. You will be shocked to hear that this goes on with 10mm bolts. What? I know. Okay, cool. Chewy, are you being good? I don't want you wandering off, bud. Why are you doing that? Oh man, I can't believe how easy this was. I really thought this was going to be a pain in the ass. You could even swap back and forth reasonably easy if you wanted to, for like road trip versus not road trip. I'm not going to, but you could. Gotta use the old German torque wrench. Yeah, that's good and tight. Well, while I've got the 10mm out, might as well pull this bolt 100%. And attach the rear brake reservoir guard, which for some reason has an 8mm bolt when you put it back on. That's confusing. There we go. I'm way more worried about, oh, it actually pushes up against the frame, so there's some protection there. It's not gonna get crushed. I'm more worried about it breaking off. But there you go, protected. That was hard. Well, I've been trying to put it off, but I'm down to just a couple easy projects after the tires, so I'm gonna do the tires, the hard thing, and then have the last 2 easy things to make myself feel better at the end. The nice thing about this is it's tubeless, so the thing that takes the longest for me when I'm changing tires is getting the freaking valve stem through the hole in the rim. Don't have to do that because these are tubeless, so just take them off, swap the tires, put it back on. Should be easy peasy, as long as I don't forget to balance it, which I always do. So let's get this rear off. You shitting me. Is that a 13? It is. Who uses a 13 for that? 12 and 10, that's what's in my kit. Oh shit, that might be a 14. Is this even a 10? Yes. The single-sided bolt is my favorite. It's the easiest. You don't have to like pull against yourself because it just locks in on the back side. You just have to find enough torque to loosen it. There we go. And this is one of my tire irons, so it's a 22. Fortunately, I already have that one. I've got like 5 sizes. That pretty much covers all the axle bolts I've ever seen, but I'm sure there's one in the toolkit. I haven't actually looked. This muffler's in the way of spinning the wrench. I don't like that. That's dumb. Let's see if they even greased the axle. A lot of times they do not. There's grease on it. Okay, well done. I hate doing the rear, so I try to do it first. Then the front is a cakewalk by comparison. Oh, right, take the axle out, you dummy. It won't come out if you don't take the axle out. That's the whole point of this endeavor. Oh, it's totally greased. Well done. Well done. I have greased so many axles on new bikes because nobody ever seems to grease them. All right, let's Rabaconda time. Spacers. Always put them where they go. Otherwise, I definitely mix them up. Somebody's going to say, oh, you have a Rabaconda, that's cheating. Well, a little bit, but anyone that's ever used the dirt one will tell you it is a glorified tire stand. You still have to spoon the tire on. Not like the street one that does it for you. Ooh, chrome valve stem covers? Holy sh**. That is fancy. Look at that. Wow, I don't even know where to put this. I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. It's more precious than gold. Yeah, I'm fully aware I'm about to destroy these rims. with my irons, but they're gonna get all scratched up when I'm riding anyway, so whatever. I'll break that bead. Oh, there is a push hub. I knew it. We will not. Oh, it all fell apart. No tube to pinch. That's nice too. Minimal rim destruction thus far. Yeah, don't worry, give me time. I can do it. This part is easier. This, I'll give you that. But look, no spokes, so no leaks. Beautiful. If you saw my review, probably won't surprise you that I'm putting 2 tracks on this because they're awesome. Didn't have the advantage of leaving these out in the sun. It's about 50 degrees today. Ta-da! Now, normally, this is not even pointing at me. That's stupid. Now normally, this is where it starts to suck, because I gotta get the tube in. But I don't have to get the tube in, so this should be relatively simple by comparison. Just triple checking that the arrow's pointing in the right direction, because I've definitely mounted a tire backwards before, and it's not awesome. Let's see what we can do with it. Let that one in so it doesn't go anywhere. And then you just take little bites all the way around. These Tusk tires are stiff, but I think they're a little overblown in terms of how hard they are to mount, because I've mounted them a few times and, you know, it's like mildly annoying, but not really. Look. It's mounted, that's all it takes, so. Might need to use stick-on weights. Have some. Fun, new experience. Never get to use these. Well, you gotta put your spacers in, bruh. Gotta put your spacers in, bruh. Or else the spacing is not right. Not your bruh. Okay, let's get the chain the right length before we do anything else. I know there are torque specs on these. They're always like 80 foot-pounds, and you know, like that's great, but I think it's overkill because if I can't get this off in the field, what is the point? So I try to go pretty tight for me and then stop where I think I can get it loose if I need to. But that's the rear tire done. I think I'm gonna quit for today. We'll start with the front tomorrow. Looking good. It is day 2 and the tire work continues. Front tire now. Assuming I can crack these pinch bolts. But you can't see now because I got in the way. Single-sided axle bolt. I like that. No nut on the back side. Means easy removal without having to do 2 things at once. That's 2 for 2. Happy about it. Normally I use this thing so I can get a lot of leverage on it, but that is not a 17. See what I mean? This is the shit. Like I said on the other one, if it's too hard for me to get it off by myself in the garage, how am I ever going to get it off in the field? I'm not going to be able to. So, it's too tight. I don't care what the manual says. It's too tight. Breaker bar though, that usually helps. Front is so much easier than the back. Just take the axle out. Don't lose the spacers. Done. I don't see one spacer. There isn't one on this side. Just on the brake caliper side. Come on. Come out around that. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Big one on the brake caliper side. Look at that. Alright, clean the wheel off a little. Here at the top where those are gonna go. Ow. Oh man, I have a cut on my finger. Whoo, that alcohol. Holy. I have no idea. I have to use street wheel lights because these spokes are weird. Massive spacer, bro. Massive spacer. But it's a nerd. Chewy, thank you for that addition to the day's festivities. Last mod for today, rally foot pegs. They're actually the same width as the stock. It looks like they might be a little wider. No, same width. So if you pull the rubber out of these, which you can, it's almost the same, except there's a row in the middle and these are probably grippier and they feel lighter. And they're black, which is why I'm doing it, because that looks cooler. And that's all I really care about. But foot pegs are either the easiest job ever or a nightmare. I've never really had any in between. So we'll see how it goes. Don't you twist on me. That's not awesome. Meet in the middle. Be best friends. We love each other. That's what I heard. Come on, bro. You're so close to doing it. You're so close. You love it. You want to come out because then you get cool new foot pegs. If you come out, stay in. You don't get shit. Which one sounds more fun? Got it! Not sure if that'll go back in, but I guess we'll find out. Spring always complicates this operation significantly. Oh, halfway home. Ugh. Okay, well, we're not out of the woods, but we're definitely on the main road out to the highway. Let's see. Yeah! Reach inside, gonna wreck that ride. Could be singing that as you're recording, dummy. Idiot. I just want to say thanks again to QuadLock for sponsoring this video. That is it for round one of mods. So we did the QuadLock with the wireless weatherproof charging head. We did new tires, the Tusk 2 tracks from Tusk. This is a rally seat. I actually didn't film putting it on because you just put the seat on, but this is much nicer. And if you think the bike feels a little short, it does to me. This gives you a couple extra inches and a little bit more padding. We did rally foot pegs. We did a reservoir guard. I did a front caliper guard. And we did the upgraded skid plate and the crash bars. Did I forget anything? I don't think so. So that's it for round one of mods. I got a box coming from Outback Motor Tech because I think I'm gonna put pannier racks on this because I just need a way to test and use panniers and I haven't had one in a while. So as much as I'd like to keep it super light and lean, I think we can make that sacrifice in order to test different types of gear. But very excited about this bike. Next stop I think is Death Valley, although it is still gonna be in break-in. So I gotta think about that a little bit. But I will put a link to every mod I added to the bike in the description. Most of them are on CFMOTO's page. Big shout out and thank you to CFMOTO for those mods, Rocky Mountain for the tires, and of course, QuadLock for sending over the mount and for sponsoring this video. Also a link to QuadLock in the description where you can save 10% with promo code DORK in the road. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you, and please do not forget to be excellent to each other. Thank you.
Excellent!